Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is 3 p.m. on December the 9th. Brent Wallace alongside Graham Nichols. Lots to get to today, but Graham, the good thing is no Yorkie, no chit-chat, just the good, hard-hitting, serious stuff. See, and you're muted, which makes this even better.
Sorry. So Jason York's not here, so that's the good news?
That's yes, because this will be a serious show.
The liberties you take while the guy's in Sweden. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, I sent him an umbrella yesterday. All right, so let's get to, we got David Bell standing by. This, as always, a show brought to you by Bet365. He's got pretty much the entire Sens team up here right now. Now, Ole Lixell just joined the team this morning, so we'll get to him about that. I want to get his thoughts on how he thinks some of his players are playing, including Stephen Halliday, who's now up here as well. Lots going on. So we'll get to all the other stuff after. Plus, we got to talk about the Tellathon. We got the Sens game to set up. Hot for the holidays, day number 4. Great prize coming. Anyway, all that and more later in the show. But first, let's check in. We'll go down on the farm. David Bell, head coach of the Belleville Senators, who just snapped, by the way, your little losing streak. It must feel good today.
It feels way better than looing, that's for sure. That's for sure. When Footy asked me to come on, I said, well, I don't know if I'll still have the job by next Tuesday, Footy, but if I do, I'd love to go on.
Always. You're doing great things with that team. It is tough, though. You're almost, I look in the standings, you're kind of like what it is in the NHL right now. Like everything is a grind. Every point becomes just that much bigger all the time, it seems right now.
Yeah, it's so tight, and there he is. So it's every night matters, and we play so much in our division. Yeah. My wife calls it the rubber band division, like the Motor Speedway. What is that? What's the Super Speedway? Atlanta Motor Speedway. Like you can be in first, you can be in fourth, you can be back in first, and then out of the playoffs, all in the weekends work. So yes. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Hey, David, if you're not first, you're last, basically.
That's right. I agree. So we're last right now.
Using a car reference from Talladega Nights. Okay, let's get to the team. Aside from the little slide you guys were on, how do you feel your team's been playing this year?
Just okay. Some new guys, but there's always some positives, like the Fildos and the Borgos are good stories, and Stephen was right up there in scoring. But then there's nights where we're just not there, and whether it's a compete thing or a execution thing. But you know what? The way you kind of have to gauge it is when guys do go up. They can contribute. So Steven's been up and he's getting a little bit more minutes each night and he's contributing. Gilbert got his game back in order, played a couple games, played a bunch of minutes so he can go up and play. Ollie's going up. Haji goes up. He has some success. So, that's the number one priority and try to make a byproduct of that is winning. So, we're in the mix. We're not where we want to be, but I think I would just use the okay. I'm not jumping up and down, and I'm not not sure where tomorrow's going to be.
Fair. It is funny, though. Like, you have a job where you're to coach your best players so they don't play for you. That's right. That's the craziest thing. Like, I need you to be really good, and then I can't have you when you become really good.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If you do a good job, you get a worse team. That's what happens.
So true. So you brought up Stephen Halliday's name a few times, who, by the way, talked to me today and let me know that he is aware of Wally Vision. He watches on Twitter. What is your impressions of the way he's been playing since he's been called up?
He's playing okay. He's playing safe. And I don't even want to say safe because he's trying to make plays. He understands, like, he came down for a game or two in between and back up, and he told me he definitely has an appreciation for the speed, the size, and what I thought was really interesting, ice time. Down here he plays, 18, 22 minutes a night. There he's playing 6 to 8. And he's, man, I really value my ice time. And I now understand that, I got to do something good or not make a mistake in that limited ice time or it's going to get lower. So he's learned the value of ice time very, very quickly in his first stint as being an NHLer, which is great.
It's huge.
Do you watch a lot of like your graduates who play at the NHL level? And when guys are called up, are you watching them?
I try to. I got a little bit of a sleeping problem though on the late games. I hope they're really good in the first and second because sometimes I'm sleeping by the third. But no, I try to because if they want feedback from me or they ask me, I have to be able to watch it. And also proud papa moments too. You want to watch them. You want to watch them do well. And even guys on the other teams like Angus Crookshank might be in tonight for New Jersey, so I'll Angus with a little bit of interest to see how he does. So no, that's probably one of the most rewarding things as an American League coach is see guys go up and have success. And that's when Steven left. I said, "Get out! I don't ever want to see you in this office again." And, that's the message when he leaves my room.
So sometimes when players come back down, they pout about it because they think they should be still playing, or they come back and they appreciate what they saw and how they can improve their game. You kind of alluded to it. Did Steven come back with that vigor of I need to get back up there as soon as I can?
Yeah, and I got a theory, and I'm going to try it out next time a guy gets like when guys come back down, their pace it's NHL pace, right? So yeah. Steven came back down, and we had a morning skate. We were playing that night. And I'm watching morning skate. I'm like, oh, wow, like he's flying. But 10 minutes in, he's back down to the American League pace. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't put him on the ice in the morning and just let him jump into a game and be like the best player heads and tails for the first 10 minutes till he realizes he's back in the American League. Like I got to play around with that a little bit and not let guys skate in practice or morning skates if they're sent down and just let them jump into a game with their NHL pace. I think it would be good.
Speaking of guys who were sent down, like Levi Marilainen demoted beginning of the year after one start, didn't have a strong preseason just in terms of goals allowed. What was his attitude like? I know I spoke to you last year when Belleville was in town, but like, what was his attitude like when he came down to the American League?
He doesn't change, and I've said this on this before. Like he wants the work, and like he actually showed a little bit of emotion when he came down that he wasn't getting enough work. I had the power play going in the other end, and he skated down and said, "Hey, I need that net. That's my favorite part is competing in the power play as a penalty killer." So, no, he his attitude is there is zero concern when he comes down. He's a professional. He works and wants to work. So it's good. It's really good.
I guess I'll ask about Matt Soger. I'll ask about your goaltending in general because Jackson Parsons has looked pretty good, I guess, in limited action. Your thoughts on his play? I believe Mads is back healthy again. It's
Hunter
Shepard that's hurt right now, correct?
Yeah. So Parsons is, I think he's a goalie. It's a great story. Got injured in his draft year, didn't get drafted. Ottawa gives him a shot. He is a competitive guy. Like he makes saves on his skill, but he also makes a lot of saves just in his compete, like diving across or second effort or not getting pushed into his blue paint. I love him. I love the way he plays. I love his attitude. He started out rip roaring 3-0, like crazy 950 something. Then I don't want to say the wheels fell off, but he came back to earth. Like he's at the end of the day, he's a 20-year-old goalie just coming out of junior, and he had a couple tough starts. But last game we beat Laval, first place team, high octane offense, and he stopped 3 breakaways, probably 4 or 5 grade A's, and we don't win that game without Jackson Parson playing the way he did. It wasn't. We certainly didn't stymie them defensively. He made some great saves to get us a win.
Okay, let's get to the guy everybody likes to talk about. I'm sure you may get asked about him occasionally. Your young defenseman, Carter Yakemchuk. Assess his play here early on. And by the way, I believe he's 6th in D scoring, I think, in the AHL, or at least in rookie scoring. I can't remember, but I know he's done pretty well here.
No, he's doing really good offensively. He's doing really, really well. Runs our power play. Our power play has been really good this year. But he knows, and we've had conversations, the defensive side has to take a little bit of priority. Travis demands that all the defensemen defend, and Jake defends, Shabby defends, and they're offensive guys, and he's just got to balance his game out a little bit more. And I think he's starting to figure it out now, where in junior he gambled offensively, and if the gamble didn't work out, he could recover. And now if he gambles and it doesn't work out, it's probably in the back of our net, and he's minus 13 or 14 or whatever he is now. So we're working on the balance. He understands that. He knows that. But offensively, great. working on his skating. Shelly Kettles was down here today working on the skating. Just the wear and tear playing against pros is getting him a little bit. Like he had to have some time off there last week. Just the body's getting beat up, but he'll be fine. He's a competitive, quiet, competitive guy. Doesn't like to get beat. If he's on for a goal, he wears it as good as anybody. That he's upset that he was on for a minus. So just continue to work with him. But again, he's no different than any young defenseman that has to figure out how to play against bigger, stronger guys. It's a challenge, and he's learning. He's coming.
It's tough because once you're like, and Tyler Boucher's in the same group, like once you're a first round pick, you get scrutinized for everything you do. Is he okay with it? Like we talk about him all the time, whether it's good or bad. And I'm just curious do you think it plays on him at all mentally?
I think it does. I think, he's a prideful guy. Yeah, I think it does. Like he doesn't show emotion, but like if he certainly doesn't want to talk about his deficiencies, and he doesn't want to talk about what people say on social media about his deficiencies, or guys jab him on the ice. You hear people talking to him about not making the World Junior team. It upsets him. So he's a super prideful guy, and with our team, to be fair to him, like no Sabrango. Manty's up top, Gilbert's up top. Like this guy is 20 years old, and we're not just sneaking him out on the ice against third and fourth lines. Like he plays against the best line every night. So, is that fair, or is that speeding up his process or his development? But he's not getting any free shifts defensively. Like he plays against top lines every night, which is good for him. But right now, he's probably wearing it on the plus minus side. But it's going to make him a better player.
So he's played 24 games for you guys this season. Like, have you seen like significant growth, like just in terms of his defensive aptitude? Like, has it been on the upwards since the beginning of the season?
Yeah. Like, and to be completely too honest, like there was a time at the start where like you couldn't coach. Hey, your stick's in the wrong spot. You pin that guy the wrong way, or you went at him the wrong way. He wasn't there. Like he wasn't even in the area. So now he's there. It's just the finites of, hey, let's put your hand here. Let's push him this way. Let's lean on him this way. So yeah, it's definitely going the right way. And he's starting to learn how to use his body too. Before it was just hands and arms because he was bigger than guys. Now he's learning to use his butt and his legs and, separate guys like that. So no, he's trending absolutely in the right way, for sure.
And is he just, in terms of like the information that you guys are giving him, is he just like a sponge for this stuff?
I don't know. He is his expressionist, and I'm just being honest. Like, I've had Carter in the room talking to him about a goal against that was 100% his fault, and I've had him in the room like, this is exactly what you need to do. This is what I'm talking about. This is a perfect way to defend. And it's the same facial expression. So I don't know.
Okay, what player have you had at any point in your career that rattles you the most that you can't figure out?
Oh boy,
like impossible to read.
Well, I coached Josh Hosang.
Oh,
that was a challenge. Impossible to read. There's been some interesting guys, but yeah, Josh was good. One saying that I remember, Christian Willanen, who played for this for a little bit. Him and I, when I was coaching D, we had a conversation, and I thought, this is the way we're going to do things, Christian. And he just looked at me, and goes, "But coach, 3 + 3 is 6, but so is 4 + 2. Like, why can't I do it this way?" And that stuck in my brain, and I'm like, that's a fair comeback. Like, as long as, and it almost changed my philosophy of, I obviously know there's more than one way to do things, but the way he put it, I'm like, man, that's pretty good, Willie. So no, but a guy to read. Guy. Yeah. I would say Josh was tough. You didn't know what to do with Josh.
No, fair enough. All right. We're moving on. Your leading scorer, Arthur Kaliev, how would you assess the way he's been playing? Points-wise, he looks fantastic.
Yeah, no, he's, you know what? He's in training camp. When you guys seen him in training camp and exhibition games, you could see the shot and you could see the offensive instincts, but his legs weren't there, I don't think. And he'd been off for a whole season with the surgery and stuff. And now Now his legs are there. So now there's a whole different animal. He's a big, strong guy. He'll win a 50-50 race. He'll win a board battle because he's got his legs under him now. And then obviously scoring at an alarming rate. But his game is starting to round out to be because quite honestly, when he got here, playing in the West and in New York a second year, I'm like, wow, this guy, he scored that many goals in the NHL this 2 years ago. I don't see it. I saw the shot, but now you see his legs are starting to come and they're here, and now he can win 50-50 battles and create separation. Like he's a real hockey player and he's good. So he's absolutely caught himself up to speed with his legs. So it's just a matter of time.
It's an interesting group. This is the lineup for your last game. I know there's a couple of changes, obviously, and Ole Liksell being called up today. What do you think of, by the way, of Ole getting the call?
I think it's great. He's a guy like you guys talk about when you're down here, guys pout. We just did video today of our last game, some defensive zone stuff, and Ollie's an offensive guy down here, and probably 4 or 5 of the clips is Ollie doing the right thing in the D zone and on the walls or whatever. So, for a guy that comes down here and thinks he's going to be a skill guy, for him to put the work in the D zone and on the walls, I think it's great. I think he's earned it, and it's good for him. It's good for him.
Just a couple of quick guys left. I want to ask you about Jorian Donovan's game and where he's at. And has he? I looked at his penalty minutes. I'm not sure a number of fights, and it's not a telltale sign of a guy's toughness. But has he become kind of one of your tougher guys? And did you expect that from him?
I knew he was tough. Obviously, have a relationship with his father, played with him, so I kind of followed him in junior, saw some of his good junior scraps. But yeah, he's we talk foundation keys of what they're going to bring to the table, and one of his top things he said he brings to the hockey team is he sticks up for his teammates. He'll always stick up for his teammates, and he has multiple times. I think most recently, and he had a good little scrap there against the Marlies last week. But we were just talking about stats today. An interesting stat of Jorian Donovan: he leads our team in 5-on-5 assists. So he's contributing offensively, doesn't get power play time. I think he's doing an outstanding job on the penalty kill. We have Jan Yannick, who blocks a lot of shots, and he gets a lot of fanfare for blocking shots. Jorian Donovan's right behind him on the back end, blocks a ton of shots on the penalty kill, moves the puck. And I think the biggest progression that Jorian's made is his game management, knowing when to join the rush, knowing when he, can be a little risky because he does have the skill set. He's really finding the balance of that and making him a real valuable piece for the group. But he's coming.
A couple of quick questions. One, which player currently makes you laugh the most?
Oh, Jan Yannick. Jan Yannick is not even close. Yeah, Jan Yannick is hilarious. He in the dressing room, on the bench, on the ice, in practice. Like he's a character. It's awesome. He brings up the energy everywhere he is, every room he's in. It's awesome.
Does he chirp you?
Oh yeah. He chirps me. He chirps anybody. Nobody's off limits with Jan Yannick. Nobody.
Fair. And he's big enough so no one would really get angry with him.
Well, I think I could still take him, but I need to keep my job, so I'm not going to.
Coming up Saturday is the annual teddy bear toss. I'm going to come back to this in a sec. And then on Sunday is Belly's holiday party, by the way. Just, not you, Belly, but the other Belly. I
got a great story about that, Brent, if you have time for that.
Yes, absolutely. It is your show.
So here's a great story about Belly, and you just said not you, Belly. So 3 years ago, one of our main sponsors, Bruce Mackey, and now is a good friend of mine, Bruce. He was having a party at his workplace, Mackey Insurance, and asked our office staff, could you guys please send Belly over? So office staff comes down to the office and goes, hey, Bruce Mackey wants you to go to his office. They're having a Christmas party. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go meet some people, chit chat. And I get there, and the look of disappointment on Bruce Mackey's face, he wanted the mascot. He didn't want me. He wanted the mascot. So when you say that, not you, Belly, there is some history to that.
That's outstanding.
I'm Bell Z. He's Belly.
I can only imagine some 6-year-old just in tears.
Because I'm there. Yeah.
And the other part, back to the teddy bear toss. It is wild to see everybody just chucking stuff from the stands. Have you ever been clunked in the side? Like, on the road, do you find people are targeting you guys?
Oh, 100. We were in Laval last weekend as teddy bear tossed. My glasses got knocked off twice. And I'm an idiot that put them back on. I put them on. Another one comes over the boards, runs over the top of my head, knocks my glasses off again. Yeah. So you just back up, lean against the glass as tight as you can, and just let them go. So, yeah, it happens.
It's a pretty cool sight. But as a visiting team, you're always like, oh my God, they're just trying for us.
Yeah. It's good. It's an awesome cause. It's a great cause. There's so many, but I get mad, and I shouldn't say I get mad, but there's always that one jackass that waits until they're all cleaned up and then throws another one out there.
Yes.
Like, why? Like, just get it out there. Get it out there.
Me.
So we can get
that's me 100%.
No.
You're describing me.
No one likes you then. Because the entire staff has spent time to get this all organized.
I'm a stir the pot guy. I'm a stir the pot guy.
Players want to get going. All right. Nice to see you again, sir.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's awesome. It's always a pleasure to be on.
It's always
Thanks
good
for coming on, Coach.
I hope you have a great holiday if we don't talk to you soon. But
all right, you guys too. Hopefully the Sens get one tonight and the snow stops flying. So it's good.
Thanks for sending the players, Belly.
Hey, they're always. I'll drive them up there. You need more? I got a few more left, but get healthy and get some wins up there.
Thanks, Bell. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
David Bell, head coach of the Belleville Senators. Always enjoy. He could, have his own show.
He is an unreal quote.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, he's very honest. That's what I like about
off air, on air, unbelievable to deal with.
Big fan of David Bell. Anyway, thank you to him. Good luck. They play Rochester tomorrow, which is a big game, and then of course they got the weekend tilt at home as well. Cleveland Monsters and Bridgeport Islanders this weekend. All right, let's take care of some business, and then we'll get into the Sens game tonight. Is this show? Well, you know what? You start actually.
You want me to start? You can start if you want.
No, it's
all right.
It's you.
That's me. All right. Shoeless Shows. Daily deals you don't want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices. No fluff, just big flavor. 5 nights a week. This week at Shoeless, you got your wings Tuesday, crispy, saucy, and only $10. Bring your appetite. Big Burger Energy Wednesday. Massive burger starting at $10. Enough said. Thursday night, you got half-price wing and $10 flatbreads. Perfect for a date night or for catching up. Caesar Sundays. Shake up your Sunday with $6 Caesars, and you always have your game day bud deal. If a Canadian team is on the screen, they are $9 buds all game long. Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals make big flavor and good times on repeat in Canville and Orleans.
And of course, as always, BEI, Bonisher Excavating Inc., our good friends in the Ottawa Valley. Equipment rentals, of course, aggregate topsoil sales. You're probably not doing much with the topsoil sales at the moment. Give them a call if you need some. Also, they're always looking to hire. 613-432-1120 or go to bonisherexcavating.com. BEI, helping to shape the Ottawa Valley and, of course, slow down if you're passing snow plows on the highway. Okay. Big game tonight. The New Jersey Devils in town. Losers of 5 straight games. And no,
what do you think? Must win? Like, this is probably as close to must win as we've had.
It is game 29.
I know.
Can we stop calling it must win?
I know. I did this against the Montreal game, and you said the exact same. It's game 24 or whatever it was. Let's not call it a must win.
I understand the standings. I know where they're at, but I mean, a couple of wins here and there, and they're back. Like, they're not out of it by any stretch.
No, but at the same time,
like, I understand fan wise, and I understand players like
month. Yeah,
100%. And players obviously want to win. You could hear it in their voice. Like, yeah, we want to. It's not just, I guess, the 2-game losing streak, because they really haven't played great in 7 games, if you will.
But yeah, that's fair. But like I referenced the numbers offhand, like last pod, right, where it's like expected goals. I think over the they lost 4 of the last 5. Expected goals were at like almost 60%. Like, they're not playing poorly, they're just not winning. And like Travis Green referenced that in his media availability with us this morning, Wally. Like, but they are losing, right? And you have to acknowledge that. Like, special teams hasn't been good enough. I don't blame any of the goaltenders for the performances, but like, they haven't. No. They're still like save percentages below 90. They're not getting those game-saving saves just to make, get a loser point, get a point, get whatever you can, kind of scratch it out and find a way to win an OT. But this is a really soft month in terms of quality competition, everything else. And I think, like, if you continue to slide a little bit while these guys are out of the lineup, you're you're throwing a lot of points away, especially when it gets late in the season. You're trying to make that final push. It just means your margin for error is going to be a lot smaller.
I 100% agree with you that points in November are as important as they are in April and March. But like, it's tough to manufacture that kind of importance in the game, if you will, right? And
Yep.
but I do acknowledge that they've got to figure out a way to play better. It's again 5-on-5, they're pretty good. They just got to figure out how to get the special teams turned around, which I think tonight all things have been figured out because Wayne Chesky.
Why do you say that?
Wayne Chesky is back on the top line. This is now we're gonna see some action.
And in the blender we go. Yeah.
Right. Nick Cousins returns to play alongside Tim Stützle, which he did earlier this year. It wasn't bad for a few games. And I think it's to get Stützle to play more north-south. And Stützle will readily admit that he hasn't played great of late. And I don't know if it's because Brady's on his wing. I don't tend to think that's the case, but whatever it is, he hasn't played.
But
great.
He wasn't like for the first 2 games, he wasn't though, right? Like there would be the odd shift late in the games where it's like, okay, we're down a goal, we really need offense, so let's front load the top line with Batherson and Tkachuk, and but Timmy's pretty much played with Zetterlund, and then he's had other guys on his wing. Like it hasn't been Brady, so I don't. Obviously, there's been instances where you worry about does he defer to his teammates too much? Does he overpass at times instead of just playing a little bit more selfishly? He's got a great shot and he can score. But I don't know. I feel shots, yeah, it's just I feel like that's always kind of going to be the constant battle with Timmy. Will he play selfish enough at times?
But
because he's such a highly skilled cerebral player, but he sees the ice so well too. It's tough, but I think Drake Batherson, I think he needs to start playing. I feel like he's due more than anything. I feel like Bath is due. I feel like Brady's due for a big game. Dylan Cousins has had his moments. And Ridley Gregg, I talked to Ridley today, and he feels it. He feels like he hasn't contributed enough offensively. But you talk about next man up, you talk about the third line, you talk about Shane Pinto being out with the season that he's been having. This is a great opportunity for Greg to showcase himself. And that's an opportunity where it's well, here you go. You're going to play with 2 really good 2-way wingers in Amadio and Giroux. Go get your points, go shut down the opposition, and then there you go.
I want to get back to it's interesting to see Ridley Gregg if he can find his offensive touch a bit, but I'll get back to Stützle in 1 sec, just because you see the lines there, and in case we take him down. Ole Lycksell was recalled today, but I think he plays in place of Dylan McDermott, and also I don't believe Zach McEwen is playing. I think he's still on IR for New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. They had an optional today for those listening. They had an optional today, so they didn't have their full line, so we're not really sure. Angus Crookshank could be playing tonight. Yes, that's a possibility as well.
The interesting thing about Lycksell is he was dressed as a top 6 forward wearing a black jersey, but he was the 7th forward and he didn't do any line rushes. And at one point, Dylan McDermott also played D. I just think that Ole Lycksell is going to move into that spot on the 4th line, despite whatever the lines were looking like today. And then Lars Eller skated today.
Yeah, so that was the
he's
question
not playing either.
You don't think he's playing?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why would you say that so confidently? Do you have insider information? Because Green was non-committal in his availability.
I feel very confident that Lars Eller will not be in the lineup tonight.
Interesting. Okay.
And hasn't skated, hasn't played. If you watched him today, he was 80% maybe.
Yeah.
I felt like.
But I feel like that's the way he looked before he left the lineup as well. There was just it looked like he had lost a step, and I can't explain why. But
he's not. He won't. I'm willing to put it on my Bet365 bet that Lars Eller's not playing tonight.
You heard it here today, folks. Anyway,
so
Lycksell sliding in with Halliday moving over to the middle. Yeah, that creates the room that you want.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. But I feel like it's Ole Lycksell playing alongside of Stephen Halliday and David Perron on that 4th line. Back to Tim Stützle, because I saw a couple of tweets even about it today. Just people he's got to shoot more. He's got to shoot more. He leads the team in shots. I just feel like we're not, as a collective group, a fan base, are not going to be happy unless he has 10 shots on goal. And that's just not realistic.
I think it's just passing up the grade A chances, though, right? It's like when he had Hofer down and out with on his backhand, he just spun
watch
around
that
for
play.
A pass cross crease. I know. I'm not arguing, but I think people see that, especially the still, right? People see the still where Hofer's down and out, and it's not a fluid in the moment kind of thing. And people just say, "Oh my God, you're right there in front of the net. You have to shoot that puck." And it's well, he's on his backhand and he's pivoting. He's
already turning is the problem.
Yeah. So
I can understand if you like there's
It's
enough
like
people.
Spezza, right? Like Spezza was the same way, where like you would nitpick his game,
Yes.
you know, like, but he would consistently put up 80, 100 points, like no problem. But you're still nitpicking because that's what we do.
And I know like Jason Spezza, Tim Stutzler, they all understand it. My only thing is like he's not even thinking, and maybe he should be 100% thinking somehow I just got to tuck this rebound in, but he is trying to turn completely around and go through the crease. It's just the way he's wired.
I just find, and I've said this before, like I find the issue with Ottawa right now is this: there's not a lot of grease. Like there's just like there haven't been those breaks where it's like pucks are going in off feet, off toes, deflections.
They're going off them
just,
and in the net. Though.
It's just and it's one of those situations where it's like, you know, like you create your own luck, right? You go to the hard areas, you do everything right. You're just not getting a lot of the greasy goals. It's one of those stretches where it's like 100%. I feel like Ottawa the last 10 games, it's like they are working so hard for every opportunity that they get. Yep. And it's just for whatever reason, it's just not going in. And when they do go in, it's like it's just the result of like a hard-earned play. It's not an ugly goal, it's not a greasy goal. It's just it's tough. They're just going through a stretch right now.
I'll wait to get your pick. You know what? Let's do it right now. Let's because I want to hear what you're going to say about tonight's game. This show is always proudly presented to you by Bet365. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app, get on the action. Must be 19 or older. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. You know what, Jake? Let's go right to Gert Dog. Let's see what Gertie's got to say about this.
Ready to pick? Who are you taking? Ottawa to snap their 2-game losing streak, or New Jersey? Oh, look at that. The puppy that's 6-2 picks the Ottawa Senators to hand New Jersey its 6th straight loss. Good job, Gert.
Good job, Gert.
So here we go. Sens and Devils. New Jersey, obviously not having a lot of fun. Having lost 5 in a row. Ottawa, the favorite to win this game. Here is my parlay. Brady to score a goal. I think, you know what? He's got one on the air. Ottawa to win the game. Jake Sanderson to pick up 1 assist.
I like that. I like all of that.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like, you know, like we talked about the Montreal game earlier. It's not like it's as close to must win as you could possibly get, right? Like even like I talked to Michael Amadio today. He's like, man, what was the highlight? What was that highlight of your West Coast trip? And he's like, beating Montreal. And it's like from the opening puck drop, they were in full control of that game. They needed that game. And I feel like, you know, heading into tonight, they need this game. Ottawa really, really needs this game. Yeah. And Brady scored late in that Montreal game. And I feel like, Wally, that's a great pick, man. That's a really good pick. Brady to get another one would be huge.
I will tell you right now, I went to put a Nick Cousins point up there, but they didn't have him listed. So I couldn't bet on Nick Cousins to get a point. I would have had him in the parlay 100%. I believe he gets a point, just so we're clear. I don't think it's must win, but I do appreciate the sentiment behind it. Jacob Markstrom will get the starting goal.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, like, okay, what happens tomorrow if they don't win? Nothing. You
go to the next one. But it's like there's I like for a game in like early December, like it feels like there's a sense of urgency. And this team, like Travis Green referenced it earlier today too, like you need a sense of urgency at a certain 100%. Point, right? Like
but it's 100% tough to manufacture.
But I don't think they have to fake it at this point. Like they're in a bit of a skid. You need it.
Oh, I thought I sent Jake the standings. Apparently I did not. The Sens sit 15 out of 16, but I mean, then suddenly you look at stuff and they're not that far. Like, what are they? 3 points out of a wild card spot. Jake, sometimes we need to have a pregame meeting. I was late today. I don't know what I did. Oh, there they are. The Rangers have 34 points. Ottawa has 30. So they are 4 points out of the second wild card spot, and they're 4 points out of third in the Atlantic, but they're only 5 points out of first in the Atlantic division.
Yeah, and that was it the other day. It's like you're 4 points out of last place and you're 4 points out of second in the Atlantic. It's just like It's so goofy right now. The Eastern Conference is just so tight and congested. The loser points are playing a huge role in the standings. And it's like Ottawa just needs like a run. They just need like a run. I don't know if it'll happen once everybody's healthy again, but they need a points cushion because it's so tight. You lose one game, you're in the play, or you go from inside the playoffs to outside the playoffs very, very quickly. So they need this one tonight. They need it pretty bad. They do. It's as close as must win as it can get.
I don't know. I think we are overreacting if it's
Jake with the counter. I love it.
Where? What am I
must win count? Do you see it?
No.
We got a counter. You didn't see it?
Oh no. I really
there you go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we're at 7.
Unbelievable.
Sorry. You know how much stuff is going on? Okay, tonight there's a couple of things we will get back to this game because I'm sure there's something I'm missing. But tonight, Graham, I would like to point out, as you are, it's the Sens Ignite Hope Tellathon. It starts at 6:00 tonight. Game time is 7 p.m. Graham is doing the 6 to 7 hour. So you can call 1-833-4GO-SENS, speak to Graham Nichols, give him your donation. I am doing the first intermission. So I got like 20 minutes. So they clearly trust you more than me, the Sens Foundation.
Yep. I'm the Jake Sanderson to your Tyler Clevin. Yep.
More like I'm like Nick Cousins on the 4th line.
No, it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. I'm interested to see who's there too, answering phones. Should be a lot of fun. But I thought we were doing it together, so I was all excited. I'm like, I'm doing the 6:00 hour. You're like, oh, I'm just doing the intermission, 20 minutes to an hour. I'm like, what?
However, here's what we got, and I didn't think of this before we announced it. If you call and you get a hold of Graham, and you donate more than $50, we will present you. Well, we will ship you a T-shirt or a mug from Coming In Hot. Graham's got to remember to take your email address, and I'll do the same, and then we'll sort it out after. But if you donate more than $50 to tonight, Ignite for Hope Tellathon, and you get to chat with us too, just say I'm coming in hot, so we know, and then we'll take care of you. Is that good?
That's great. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Please call in. Be great to hear from some of you.
What are people? What? I don't. So yes, people are going to hang up and wait to call and get a hold of Graham.
I made the same joke earlier too.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. There was something. Oh yeah. So that's tonight. That's going on. And by the way, you don't have to talk to us. You can gladly talk to other people. You just won't get any prizes. Let's Jake, do we do the winner or do we just do day number 4? Let's do the winner of day number 3 of the Coming In Hot for the holidays, which is the Mad Tux $50 gift card and 4 tickets to see the Ottawa 67s. And the winner is, please tell me I sent this to you. JWE.cards37. I don't know what your name is, but that's who won. So we'll reach out to you. I'll get a hold of you tomorrow or whatever, today, and we'll take care of that. So that's 4 tickets to the Ottawa 67s. Thank you very much, OSEG, for the donation. And Mad Tux, it's a hockey brand. It's not just hats. They're a brand. $50 gift card. By the way, more Mad Tux stuff coming throughout the Hot for the holidays.
Nice lids. Nice lids.
They are good. Nice lids. Now, here is day number 4. I just play it because I like the music. All right, day number 4. It is a $250 gift card to our good friends at the Butcher's Wife in Pembroke. I'm telling you, this restaurant is amazing. It is a gem. Yes, their food is fantastic. You got to follow them on Instagram, TBW Pembroke. You can like the post, but this is like, you can see some of the food there. They do a fantastic job. $250. What a great date night, especially in the holiday time. So TBW Pembroke is their Instagram account, The Butcher's Wife. Give them a follow. Also, give them a shout for reservations, all that stuff. But it is worth the drive to go to Pembroke. 100%. $250 gift card. That's day number 4.
That's high praise. It's worth the drive to go to Pembroke. Like that's really high praise.
Don't slander Pembroke. But
my captain's dating a woman in Pembroke, so he's in Pembroke all the time. So like I just tease him for it all the time. So it's just.
I used to think it was a lot further than it is. So when my
that's like
kid was
everything.
playing, like when he was playing hockey, the area was like Deep River to Stittsville or whatever, but he'd have to do practices in Pembroke. It actually wasn't that bad.
Well, Deep River is insanely far away.
Yeah, nobody wants to do Deep River. Anyway, so the Butcher's Wife, Pembroke. Give them a shout. But check out their Instagram. Go. I'm telling you, check out their Instagram account. You see their food. Like, it is a top notch. I don't know if top notch is. I feel like that may not be worthy enough, high praise enough. Top notch. You're top notch. Anyway, it's very good. Go see them. All right, back to the Sens. Oh, I meant to ask you. I forgot how many. Do you know how many games Nick Cousins played with Tim Stützle? Was it 4?
Oh shoot, I didn't have time to look. I think it was like three or 4. I can double check. The problem is with the lines and stuff. Like when the websites track that stuff, it's just like if you skate with a guy for a shift, that constitutes a game.
Yeah.
Like they're not. It's not like absolute where it's like, okay, these guys played over like a minute together or 2 minutes together during a game. So that's a game. Like there's no threshold for that. So they just list it like that. So it's hard to. I know what you're asking for, Wally, but it's harder to get that kind of specific request.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's like 3 games. 4 games.
I thought he played fairly well because
he did.
He just goes. He's the mucker, right? He goes in and just gets the puck.
But he's got like underrated hands though, right? Like in close, like on like how many times did we see him deke out the goalie? He went bar down on a backhand on one as well. Like there is like all these guys were like elite hockey players growing up, coming through the minors and junior and everything else. And it's like he's got mitts on him. He's got absolute mitts on him.
He should have had, I think, 2 other goals by now. He had one to the backhand that got stopped, and then he had one on the goal line that Stützle scored on, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So anyway,
he had quite the scrum around him this morning too. Like, it was not like I was floating. So like when I'm walking around the room, I'm not really involved in any scrums. I'm just talking to certain players, talk to Ridley Gregg, talk to like Michael Amadio and who else? Someone else. And then I just turn around. There's this massive scrum around the whiteboard. I'm like, who the heck are they? Like everyone was there. I'm like, who the heck are they talking to? And you can't really see Nick because he's a little bit shorter. And then you see like, it's poor Cuz. What's going on? But I guess first line responsibilities, first line media attention. What a day.
He was very good too, by the way. He admits like it's tough to play with high-end players. And Corey Perry just said it the other day too on I can't remember the exact podcast, so don't get mad at me. But I was with Nate Thompson, I was one of the hosts, and he was like people don't understand, and he references McDavid and Draisaitl, and I understand there's a difference between Stützle and Zetterlund, but he's like playing with high-end players is you have to think ahead of what they're going to do so you can get them the puck. So he admits like it not everybody can play with high-end players. And so
when guys are just give and go, like you can anticipate that. You give a pass to like a straight line player, you can expect it coming back pretty quick. But with Timmy, he's so east-west and he skates so well north-south. Like you have no idea when the puck's coming or if it is coming. And that's the challenge, right? You're just it's that anticipation level. It's hard to do.
All right, Graham. We got to get to the you got to get to the rink early. I'll just stroll into my usual time. But it is a big game tonight. I'm excited. It's not a must win, but it's important.
It's important, and then they're going on the road for like 3 games, right? Like that's the challenge where it's like if you win tonight, you carry some momentum and you play Columbus on Thursday, you play Minnesota on Saturday, then you got Winnipeg who's kind of reeling a little bit on Monday. There is an opportunity to build momentum here, and I think that's the challenge that the Senators have right now. It's like how do you build momentum when you have a lineup that's missing some really really key parts in Thomas Chabot and Shane Pinto. It's not easy to do, and that's the task that's facing them right now.
I want must win. I want. I'm just trying to
drive the counter going, Jake.
I would like to see Linus Ullmark steal this game.
What was the last game you said he would have stolen?
Holy! Let me quickly go through the list. Oh, that's
sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No, it's because I can't remember every game. That's the problem. I don't understand people like, oh yeah, that game was on a Thursday. They scored 6 goals in the second period, and
it's the guys who remember draft years and stuff, like a player's draft year. I'm like, that's wild.
So I have a friend who has, if you ask him any game of the Dallas Cowboys, I believe it's almost ever, but I will say at least the last 2 decades.
Is it Mendez?
No, he will tell you the score, what plays happened, how they scored them. Like you just go week 2, 2024 season. You'll go, oh, that was Cleveland. They won it on a kick from the 37-yard line. I'm like, I don't understand.
Do you reference it to make sure he's not lying?
Yeah, we'd search Google. Yeah,
just making stuff up on the fly. We're like, wow, that's really impressive, but it's just made up nonsense.
It's totally true. Last game, let me think here. I wonder if people are saying Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is fair.
Vegas
that's
right.
That's the shootout.
He played well. Anaheim and San Jose was good at as well.
32 saves in that one.
Yeah,
Calgary.
Tough. Phillies played well against Philly.
The Philly was the 2-1 game. Yeah, like, forgive me. Like there have been. Oh, that Montreal game, 4-3 at Montreal. I feel like that was a big one. Am I wrong? Anyway, the Vegas game was certainly the last one for sure. But I don't know, maybe 3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have 10 of their 13 wins.
And I think like what's weird, like I'm just looking at his game log right now, and it's like that Vegas game he gave up. He had like 35 shots against. And if you look at his numbers across the whole season, it's like he's rarely faced more than 30 shots. I think it's
twice.
Happened 1, 2, 3 times. 3 times this season.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just they're doing a good job of suppressing shots.
He gets points in all 3 of those games. All 3 went to overtime. 2 shootout wins and 1 overtime loss. It was Dallas. They lost 3-2. I think his game has certainly gotten better. I just want to see him like be that guy, that Vezina Trophy guy where he just steals the game. I would like to see that for a little momentum.
They need it, especially with the depleted lineup. Having a good goaltender who's hot. That's
right?
The easiest way to win games. And it just like he was dialed last year between like November 27th through like the month of December, and he's played really well probably in like that same span of time this year. It's just taking it to the next level. Just a couple more saves, a couple more big saves, but I think he's playing some of his best hockey this season right now. So there's a chance. There's a chance for sure tonight.
They're saying there's a chance.
That's all you need. Lots of like Will Ferrell references, Dumb and Dumber references throughout the show.
The New Jersey team scares me only because they've lost 5 in a row, and at some point it's going to turn.
Because they're the Devils. Remember that Seinfeld?
Is reference? That Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. That's the only time I know of the Devils ever being referenced anywhere.
Yeah, they got a good team, right? Like they're even this 5-game slide that they're on, record's still decent. I don't know. They have a lot of talent, like a lot of talent. But like Jack Hughes being out was huge. Never dance on tables. Never dance on tables.
I don't believe we're getting the full story, by the way. I think there's
no. I don't know. What else needs to be said? If you're dancing on a table, you fall off the table, you put your hand on a glass.
Well, yeah. There's something's. They only have 1 goal scored in the last 3 games. The offense is a little dry at the moment.
Knock on wood, Wally. Jesus. Not this again. This is St. Louis. This is St. Louis all over again. What are you doing? What are you doing?
St. Louis twice, by the way.
Knock on wood.
That's what I'm concerned about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They've lost 5 in a row. They've scored 1 goal in 3. Like, it concerns me.
Get one of those hockey sticks behind you that's made out of wood and knock on it. What are you doing?
I only have Alfie's isn't.
What about over your right shoulder? Over your right shoulder?
I know.
Yeah, one of those has to be wood.
The Magnus Arvidsson. I think it's no. I'm not even sure. There is a Rob Zamner wood one, the Coho. Yeah.
That's the most random piece of equipment.
It's team signed.
Team signed? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, from whatever year that is. I was helping the Sens with a lot of their I was giving them clips and helping with their pregame presentation just with stuff. So they They just handed me a team signed stick.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Cool.
So it weighs 32 pounds because it's made of wood.
Oh man, like when Yorkie handed me that Lance Pitlick stick in his backyard when we were doing the Drake Batherson day. Oh man, like that thing was just that was a little piece of lumber, giant piece of lumber.
And the funny part is, there's a few people upset with me in the chat about talking about New Jersey. Now I lost my train of thought about the wood sticks. Like, Spence didn't want to give up the wood stick, and that was always he traveled everywhere he could to buy up sticks. He ended up asking friends for some sticks back. He did not want to give up the wood stick.
It's a feel thing, right? Once you're comfortable, nothing changed.
And he couldn't manipulate the blade, right? When they came in with the composites, you couldn't do them couldn't mess with them as much. Anyway. All right. Appreciate everybody dropping by, including David Bell. Thanks for the chat. Always nice to hear from him and get his honest opinion on what things are going like in Belleville. Don't forget they play tonight and this weekend. Graham, I will see you at the game. Everybody.
See you soon.
See you Thursday back here. Right? Oh, yeah, because I thought today was Thursday, and it's not. See you Thursday.
See everybody. What? Go knock on some wood. Yeah, knock on wood. That's what you have to do. That's your job right now.
We'll discuss the other stuff later. All right. Talk to you Thursday, everybody. See you.
See everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.